Everybody, thanks for checking out the Chris Gethard Show podcast. It's really cool that you're checking this out.
We're about to do, I think, the dumbest show we've done in years.
His life would be trashed!
Hey, you better believe I'm trashed.
We are scrappy trash people.
What's the point of this show? I just turned it on.
We've always been with this show.
We've always been trash people. We will always be trash people.
It's true.
This doesn't feel real.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to We Are Trash People. That's right. I'm Emily Pineapple.
And I'm Forrest, keeper of the Canon.
And this is the Twitch stream where we talk about things that are in some way related.
Godarcy.
To the Planet Scum Comedy Network, created by Chris Gethard, here on Twitch. Welcome, everyone. How are we? Horde Jedi? I heard that you're drinking room temperature kombucha and staring at the ceiling, which is a whole mood.
Whole
ass mood. Indeed.
Oh, Chris Gethard, famed comedian Chris Gethard.
But yeah, I'm hella excited for this week and for this show. Let's start out with the first thing that we do on this show. Today we're going to do more trivia.
That's right. And if you want to play trivia after we get through some tarot time
and show and tell,
go to Kahoot.it or use the Kahoot app and enter room code 9309801. Woo! So Stephen Kreml.
Yes. Let's see what's going on. I'm interested today in what the cards have to say. I usually only do like the readings, once a week.
Right.
It's like checking your weight on the scale.
Yeah, you don't
like
want
if
to
you do it too much, you get really anxious. I get really anxious.
I get that, yeah.
I'm like, oh no, what does my future hold? Yeah. Let's check it out. All right.
Check it out.
We have these beautiful tarot cards, Planet Scum tarot cards, created by our very own Stephen Premel. And I am hella excited for the updates that you, Stephen Premel, have.
Go to
You've
Stephen
created
Premel's
some booster cards
to see those booster cards.
Yeah, do that.
Boosters for Will Hines, Kenise, Mobley, and Justin and Maya.
Oh, wow. Hell yeah. The cards know.
Holy shit indeed, Horde Jedi.
The truth is in the cards.
Holy
all right.
Oh, that didn't zoom right. That just zoomed directly between us.
I love that. Do it again.
I love it.
Hell yeah. All right, let's check out our first card. Our very first card.
Thank you, Stephen Premel.
Represents sort of our overview of our week.
Yes, and what is the overview of our week? What does it say?
It's the Weird Bowl! Ooh. Hell yes! This means that this week is going to be all about celebrating your interests, the things that make you special, your influences. Like your special magic mix of things that you like. You're going on a journey. Why not take a snack? Better get your Weird Bowl all put together. So that's really exciting. This is a really great card. I feel like it is portents for starting a creative journey.
Yeah.
It feels like you have the elements for it, right? You just got to put it together with the secret sauce. Let's see what our detractors for this week are. The things that are sort of fucking us up, getting in our way. God damn those things. And the worst case scenario for the week. Oh, our detractors are the game. The game of life, okay? It sure doesn't seem that mysterious, but it totally is. So, and our worst case scenario for the week, wow! Judgment, retired filmmaker George Lucas. Check this shit out. So if what is sort of getting in our way is the game, the game of life, the idea that there is a game, the idea that there is a way to win, that's kind of getting in our way. And if the worst case scenario is that we're possibly letting someone else dictate to us what winning is, what success looks like. George Lucas, we love to have him. He's our retired filmmaker.
Yeah.
Often when he's on the good side of things, it's the idea that you get to tell your story. You get to decide what's important about yourself and your story and the things that stick out to you to create your identity. And that changes. But we all have sort of a coherent story. It's what keeps us feeling like a consistent self.
Right.
Rather than just a human. Living each moment in this sort of emptiness of choice. You know?
Yeah.
It's this void. You can choose to be whatever you want. Like, the world is literally physically open to us.
It's true.
We can do anything, but we choose not to based on this, like, coherent story. Yes, we cannot unwrite the past. So it could also just be like, you know, you're getting the game of life, this idea that you're supposed to be a certain person. And then trying your hardest to overwrite who you are. McClunky. To fit some sort of idea of success. That might be what's getting in your way rather than following your own path. Let's see what's on the good side. Let's see what's good going on in your week. We got our boons! Oh! The rabbi is our boons? Wow. Can you imagine this boon?
I can.
Can you imagine this boon? The rabbi is the divine spark within us, our gut feeling that always takes us the right way, right? This is our intuition. We're not nothing, okay?
Oh,
hi, FB Valerie.
FB Valerie.
This is our boons. Fucking A, we can have our intuition on our back.
That's
like, that is huge, especially given that our, like, theme of the week is following what our specific interests are, the things that we love. Here's our best case scenario for the week. Ooh, the host.
Interesting.
I find that so interesting, especially because we have the game on our detractor side.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, this feels like your best case scenario is you're running your own show. You are in the position to dictate what's going to happen. You are making something. You're creating something, whether that's yourself, whether that's new habits, whether that is, Shana Tova. By the way, happy Jewish New Year. Everyone should eat some apples and honey. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I should probably call my bubby.
Probably.
I talked to her on Monday because it was my birthday. But yeah, check this shit out. We're gonna have the best fucking time. So basically, like, worst case scenarios, you fall into this false idea of success and what your life
Happy birthday,
should life. Thank you. And what your life should look like. But what you actually need is to follow your intuition and make your own damn thing. Live by your own rules. These weird rules. Hell yeah. And that's huge, you know? Like, sort of deciding. I've been thinking a lot about success. And what it means to be successful. And I've been watching a lot of documentaries about human prehistory. And I've been thinking about how, like, you can never predict that what you are creating and that the life that you are living is going to be remembered, you know, and how that influence is going to affect the world. I mean, I was going to be like, look at any religious figure who was like, hey, I would like peace. And then a bunch of people 100 years later are like, let us kill people in their name. Like, literally all of them.
Yarp.
You never know what's going to be remembered, and you really can't opt out of mortality. And I feel like, at least for me, like the drive to make things that are recognized, like specifically not even just making the things, but like getting some sense of validation, which requires other
people.
viewers, other people sort of seeing it. And I feel like that is me trying, like a big part of that for me is trying to opt out of mortality. Like, if I just make this thing, if I just have this influence on art, even if no one sees my thing, but then it influences someone else and then they make their thing, because we're all in this one, like, continuous, like, human, thing. We're all in this continuous human thing that we're all living together. We're here living this dumb human thing, and it all just sort of flows together, because most of the things that anyone has ever done are gone.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Like, people think like, oh, like, I
mean, what is it? Aristophanes has the only Greek comedies we still have. That? Yeah.
There's that. There's things burning, and then there's just like degradation.
That's true, Stephen Premmel. Most of our existence will be dead.
Just like degradation due to environmental factors, Tapes are going to degrade. Like, paper turns to dust.
George will ultimately have his victory as all the tapes fade into nothingness.
Like, most of the things that have ever existed, cities, whole gigantic cities, gone, no trace.
There is one exception, though, because you said no one can achieve immortality. But the power to cheat death is one only one has achieved.
Ah! That's true. Exactly. So, I don't know. I've been thinking about redefining what success is outside of this sort of myth of immortality.
100% Daddy-O McFlurry. The alien archaeologists are going to destroy so much stuff.
They're going to destroy so much goddamn stuff. There will be no trace. And I do think that a lot of things that I was taught, at least, it's like, oh, you got to make this great thing. You're going to change the world. And that will opt you out of mortality. And I'm like, no, it won't. Like, why should we feel... I don't know. I'm sort of wandering in a circle.
Only thing you can do to get out of mortality is learn how to manipulate the midichlorians.
Yes.
It's the only way.
Yes.
That's been... Is that all the tarot?
That's all the tarot.
Been tarot
I'm sort of thinking, like, you gotta follow yourself. Like, humans are here just to be strange. Mm-hmm. The idea that there's a purpose, like a thing we need to do with our life, that's like... I mean, it's fucking capitalist propaganda. Yeah. I told this to my friend this week. He's like, what should I do with my life? I'm like, doing a thing with your life is capitalist propaganda. It's asking you to make yourself a tool.
It's almost like everything is being burned down in a million tiny fires. Which takes us to show and tell.
Show and tell, which also talks about that. Wow, what a theme this week of my birthday. Let's talk about mortality. Show and tell. Okay, I'm really excited to show and tell this. And I'm going to say the name. This is Ashley Robin Franklin, A Million Tiny Fires. I got this at Silver Sprocket, which is the zine store in San Francisco, and every single time I went in, I picked up this book and was like looking through it and loving it, and finally I just bought it. I'm like, this needs to be mine. Look how shiny it is! Look at this shiny cover. Okay, so the deal with this book is it's like this Lovecraftian sort of epic. It's very, if you know the story, The Color Out of Space, which has been adapted a lot.
Yes.
The Color Out of Space, alien thing appears, makes changes to people around it. And makes changes are existentially horrible. We've
never seen.
Oh, yeah. There's a really, really funny breakdown of this story by Overly Sarcastic Productions on YouTube. Big recommend on them. It's a color no one has ever seen, and that's very funny. But so this is a take on The Color Out of Space. It features this beautiful like queer relationship that was like the selling point was like queer Lovecraftian horror, and I'm like, hell yeah. Things that I really appreciate about this book, I love the art style.
The art style is so cool.
I think it's gorgeous. I love the depiction of these people.
Yeah.
I've been really drawn to art that features larger bodied humans, because I'm just fucking tired of looking at sticks, honestly. And they're just, this is beautiful. And it makes me really happy. This story is about, you know, this couple who have been drifting apart. They move to this new place, and the color out of space occurs. It also has elements of like, is your partner really the human that like you thought they like, in that like body snatcher way, not in a like have a secret history way, in like body snatcher way. And it just climaxes really wonderfully. I mean, I'm not like too worried about giving away the ending because it's the color out of space. It's just like weird shit happens through this couple's like relationship and like finding each other. And the best part about this book and why you should, oh no, I have none of the objects here. Okay, so the best part about this book is something that comes with it, which I'm going to jump up and get while Forrest shows off this artist's website.
Yes, and this is the artist's website, which is just very good. And so you can see some of their cool art here. There's this dog with butterfly wings, which is a gouache painting from 2020 that just looks so happy. I love it. I agree, Horde Jedi. Gorgeous indeed. Here's another one. I guess they have a whole series of dogs with butterfly wings, which is something I didn't know the world truly needed.
Oh,
but it does.
More butterfly.
And
look how cool those are.
Yeah, this is their illustrations. This is about them. Ashley Robin Franklin is a queer cartoonist and illustrator. She's based in Austin, Texas, where she lives with her girlfriend and their weird dog.
Hell yeah.
Ashley makes sweet and spooky comics with horror and fantasy elements, and she's currently working on her debut YA graphic novel, The Hills of Estrella Roja, coming out from HMH/Etch in 2023. Ashley was born in 1990 in the Rio Grande Valley. That's South Texas, where she grew up and attended the University of Texas Pan American. She majored in English literature with an emphasis in creative writing and minored in studio art. She has published several short comics with The New Yorker, The Nib. Zoom in a little
I like that it's
Poem
a really
Magazine
cute
and Poem
style
Press.
and really like horror, like existential horror themes.
Her latest comic, 1 Million Tiny Fires, is out now from Silver Sprocket.
Yeah, they published this one. They printed it and put it together. And the best part of it, besides like the story and the art and like having this beautiful shiny thing just around for me to pick up and like think about, you know, all this existential nonsense in a really together way. Hi, Kat. Hello. How are you?
They also used to do album releases. They released Phenomenauts albums for a while.
It's only $10. I really think you should all order it. Why? It comes with this shiny sticker.
That is incredible.
Look, she's so happy. And she's like disintegrating. And there's stars. And it's shiny. It's so shiny. Y'all, I have two of them. I got two. Because we helped them move, and so I like got that sticker as part of it. And then I got the book, and so I got another one. But I really recommend it. I love how they approach the horror. I think that they do it better than Lovecraft.
They do it so good. Well, it's not that. I mean,
like I like Lovecraft. I mean, he's a
you like his work.
Racist.
Somewhat,
yeah, he's
but he's.
I like the sort of concepts that he touches, but what I really love is seeing how other people interpret and go through that same sort of existential horror and that idea that there are things we can't comprehend that are terrifying to us.
I love seeing how
and part
people...
of that is nothingness.
Yeah, I love seeing how people who didn't name their cat a slur interpret Lovecraft's themes, because he did that.
Yes.
And it's bad. Don't do that.
No, it's bad. And as much as I love his stuff, just like the creeping horror with like these cute little people, I love it. I love it. It makes me so happy. When is this person going to have a cartoon on Adult Swim? I really want
considering that her next book is coming out, or she has a YA book coming out in 2023. Like,
right?
It's not at all out of the realm of possibility, I don't think.
I have been really digging...
Because other people whose stuff has been... who they stock have definitely done.
Yeah. No,
cartoons.
it looks like it. I think it's beautiful and perfect. I love horror. I love watching and seeing queer people interpret horror. Probably because I'm like, oh, hey, it's me. And I just think it's a really great perspective. And look how shiny it is.
Such a shiny cover.
It's so shiny. See, that's show and tell.
That's show and tell, which means it's time for
It's
trivia.
time.
So join trivia like Daddy-O McFlurry, Stephen Premmel, and Horde Jedi by going to Kahoot.it or using the Kahoot app and entering room code 930-981. This is Planet Scum and Comedy Trivia.
What's the pin again?
930 98001.
Ooh.
That's 930-9801, like Benzene Fadson.
Hell yeah.
Daddy-O McFlurry, Stephen Premmel, and Horde Jedi. And there's a good old 20 questions.
So I have
like Blogtoven and Pineapple, yes.
I've been digging the comments. I've been like reading all of the comments for all of the shows. And I have been really digging all of your comments. And I don't have a way of celebrating them from other shows.
Well, except you do.
I do for
tonight,
this
Planet Scum Live.
coming show.
Because
but
after...
I might do something with that. If anyone has any ideas, I don't want it to be like...
We usually save the promo for the end of the show, but I'll promote it right now. After Planet Scum Live on the Planet Scum Discord, we do the Planet Scum After Party, where there's Susie's time.
Yes! Which is honestly the best part.
We go over the community
calendar,
calendar,
I'm thinking of putting it first rather
and you
than
do
last.
Points as well.
I do
where
points!
You give points to things that happen on the show and things that happen in the comments that you like.
Yeah. And I've been kind of like thinking a lot about that because I don't want people to feel bad if I like don't talk about any of their comments or feel some sort of pressure to like be funny, because I know that I might feel that way.
That's fair.
Like were I in the audience of my own show. But y'all are fucking fire.
But you're just so funny, everybody.
Y'all are fucking fire, and I love it. I enjoy points too.
Yeah. But I think you've given you time. You can still join once it's underway, but let's get started. Stephen Premmel enjoys points, but gets what you're expressing. Yeah?
I love that. And I mean, there's only like 13 people here, so this is like the crew. So I also love it when y'all highlight each other's comments.
Yes, that is always
That
wonderful.
makes me really happy. I love it. I love adding it. Because, you know, like the chat, sometimes it's going so fast, and I'm just like... And, of course, last week I was, like, deep in a fibro fog.
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling a lot better this week.
And with that, it's time to
I only make comments for the ones. Hell yeah. Blogtoven, you always have funny shit.
But here is question number 1 in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hell yeah.
You'll know this one.
I will?
Yes. GLTS guest Paul F. Tompkins plays which character on BoJack Horseman? Is he BoJack Horseman, the titular horseman, Mr. Peanut Butter, Officer Meow Meow Fuzzy Face, or Todd Chavez? Seen here is a horse.
Oh my god! I know this, and it's my favorite, and I am not even on the scoreboard.
I'll hang on now, Horde. There was a delay, so I didn't see your comments until afterwards.
Wait, but Horde, I'm tied with you for 6th place.
Like the banner says. Oh, you're right. Mr. Peanut Butter is one word.
Everyone should watch BoJack Horseman unless they are triggered by really intense depictions of depression, substance abuse, and narcissistic behaviors.
Yes, all of those are very important caveats.
Don't.
But regardless of if those things bother you, you can look at the leaderboard. Where Daddy-O McFlurry is in first, Stephen Premmel in second, Blogtoven in third, Holly in fourth, Horde Jedi in fifth.
Well, if I'm tied with Horde Jedi in presumably sixth place, why am I not on the board? Horde, they picked you. And you should hold this in your heart, how Kahoot loves you. It's important.
Oh, it says Horde is tied with Holly. Even though on the leaderboard, they're not. Which is interesting.
That's so strange. Yeah, because it says I have 980 points. And obviously, you know, Holly probably answered quicker. Quicker you answer, the higher you score.
I liked Jass's comment that got held up by Automod, but they tried to watch BoJack and bounced off asshole horse instantly. Which is a very fair reason to bounce off. No, because if you don't want to watch an asshole horse, you will not like the rest of the show. Because that really is the show.
It is focused on him and his behaviors and his journeys, even as it branches out and grapples with the idea of presenting a main character. And therefore, cool. Like, there's coolness in being a main character, even if you're portraying, like the show is saying, this is a bad person. So the show does grapple with that. That, like, oh, we have presented a bad person that people think is really cool, and that is not our intention. Oh no, we are contributing to patriarchy, which is hilarious for me to watch. But
speaking of things I find really cool, let's go to the next question. On the TCGS episode, The Great American Presidential Debate, Connor Ratliff debated which presidential candidate. Did he debate Jimmy McMillan, Lord Buckethead, Mitt Romney, or Vermin Supreme? All of these are real people who ran for the presidency. Oh, no. 70, you got it. It's Jimmy McMillan who founded the Rent is Too Damn High party and then went on to make some very questionable endorsements.
It is Walter White syndrome.
It is very much Walter White syndrome. McMillan, Mitt Romney, and Vermin Supreme all ran for the presidency in 2012. Lord Buckethead is an intergalactic villain who has sought office in Great Britain and has been portrayed by multiple performance artists.
Hell yeah!
The Rent is
too damn high. And it really fucking is.
Let's see if the leaderboard is too damn high.
I don't pay rent, but
it's not.
In general, it's too
Stephen
high.
Premmel is in first. Pineapple is in second. Daddy-O McFlurry now in third, as they've prophesized.
Oh, did I say live from my grandmother's basement?
No, you didn't.
At the top of the show.
But we are live from your grandmother's basement.
My grandmother's basement. Hence the lack of rent.
And Benzine Fadson in fourth. Horde Jedi in fifth.
Hell yeah.
To question number 3. Steve Martin's first dramatic role was in which 1981 film? Is that Atlantic City, On Golden Pond, Pennies from Heaven, or Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior?
I have no idea. I 100% guessed.
It's Pennies from Heaven!
I was right!
Despite the film being a commercial flop, it was nominated for 3 Academy Awards: Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Costume Design, and Best Sound.
Is it a drama?
Apparently, according to expert unquestionable source Wikipedia, yes, it was his first dramatic role.
Hell yeah!
I haven't seen it, but I'm just quoting scripture here, the scripture of Wikipedia, my holy text, as we go to the leaderboard. I haven't seen Only Murders in the Building yet. The jerk's very dramatic.
Yep.
But Daddy-O McFlurry has retaken first place. Pineapple in second, Stephen Premmel in third, Horde Jedi in fourth, and Offbeat Valerie has a streak of 3 correct answers in a row and is in 5th place, meaning Offbeat Valerie.
Yeah. It's worth a watch? Hell yeah.
Oh, Only Murders in the Building is great so far.
Oh.
That's good to hear. I want Steve Martin and Martin Short
to do well.
I want I
want them to be good people and do well.
That would be a great before and after clue on Jeopardy.
What?
Where there's one, I don't know if it's before and after. There's one Jeopardy category where you have to stitch two people's names together, and Steve Martin Short is a very good one. Yes, the correct answer was Pennies from Heaven.
I don't understand Jeopardy, and I'm really excited to do Jeopardy at the end of this month.
So there's a Jeopardy category where it's like the clue is two different things that share a word.
I understand. I understand. Okay. That just sounds ridiculous. That's also a sequel to
Pennies from Heaven. That's pretty good.
Showgirls was fucking crazy.
You know what else is
fucking crazy?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
It's our next question. It's not really. John Goodman played which character on Roseanne and the Connors? Dan Connor, Don Connor, Mark Connor, or John Connor, the savior of humanity?
I literally don't know.
From the dangerous AI known as Skynet, which creates the Terminators.
Hell yeah.
Da-da, 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 da-da. Have you seen Roseanne or the Connors?
I have not.
Okay, I saw Roseanne. I grew up watching Roseanne. I have not seen an episode of The Connors yet, which is, of course, what Roseanne became when they killed off Roseanne's character.
Because she's fucking racist.
Yeah.
Because she was open about her racism.
Apparently, The Connors holds up,
thankfully.
according to Stephen Premmel.
Unfortunately, who knows if other people are racist and just not saying it. Yes! I got it
7
right.
of you got it correct. It is Dan Connor, Roseanne's husband, who returned in the revival of Roseanne despite dying of a heart attack in the last season of the original run, which I believe was hand-woven away as a dream.
I think that we watched a very long...
Yeah, we watched an in-depth video essay summarizing the arc of Roseanne and the Connors.
And comparing it to sort of economic trends and anti-capitalism.
Yeah, Dan dies in the original, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and there was a question about the nature of Roseanne's character's death a while back. I think that was on... Was that on this, or was that on Who Wants 269? I think it was on Who Wants 269 where they were like...
That sounds like a Martin thing.
Because she dies of an opioid addiction on the show because they wanted to use it as like a very special episode to talk about the horrors of the opioid epidemic, which is good. And they are like very much the type of people who would, you know... Yeah. Culturally, archetypally.
I did like how they were
Oh, shoot. It was this. It was this show, not Who Wants 269. It was us.
We must have just watched that YouTube.
I must have been right. Yeah, you can very much tell.
It's Jose. I'm pretty sure that it's Jose.
It's Jose.
Their name is just Jose.
Yeah. You can,
and they're fucking great.
You can very much tell what YouTube essays we're watching based on the questions.
Fucking love me a video essay.
There was also someone who did MASH.
That was Lady Night the Brave. Also, huge recommend Lady Night the Brave.
Lady Night the Brave.
Yes. The lottery.
Yes. It was the lottery. It was the season where, yeah, it was that one. And that was it's very interesting as an ending. And I think that those are some of the episodes I remember as a kid because I remember all these weird, surreal moments from Roseanne that were definitely just the dream season. MASH, the show or the game? The show. You're right. I should have clarified. It's M*A*S*H, which of course spun off the sequel W*A*L*T*E*R about Radar O'Reilly. Who would see this coming? We're going to the leaderboard right now. Where Stephen Premmel has taken the lead. Pineapple is holding second. Horde Jedi in third. Offbeat Valerie has the highest answer streak of 4. And Daddy-O McFlurry is now in 5th place.
I forget how to play MASH.
I do too. But you know what I don't forget how to play? Our next question, which is true or false. Originally, Matt Groening planned to reveal Marge Simpson was secretly a rabbit. Is that true or false? Seen here is a rabbit looking startled at us because we snuck up on it. Hello, little rabbit. It's okay. 5 of you got it correct. The answer is true. Let's go to the leaderboard. Pineapple is now in the lead, and Horde Jedi has a streak with 5 correct answers in a row. Daddy-O McFlurry is in 3rd. Stephen Premmel in 4th. Holly in 5th, and exactly Holly. Before he made The Simpsons, Matt Groening was mostly known for the comic strip Life in Hell. And yeah, exactly, Blogtoven, in the arcade... Oh, shit. I meant to put a slide showing, but yes, when Marge gets electrocuted in the arcade game, you can see the bunny ears in her hair, and that's why her hair is like that. But which humor magazine launched first? Cracked, Fish Wrap Live, Mad, or National Lampoon? This man is reading a magazine for sure. But yeah, she was going to be a rabbit, and then they dismissed the idea because they thought it was too fantastical and silly, even for The Simpsons. Which I think that impulse of I want to do ideas, but I think they're too fantastical, must be what led to Disenchantment and Futurama.
Yeah.
Because in Disenchantment, a character could easily secretly be an anthropomorphic rabbit.
I mean, same with Futurama.
Yeah, that's true.
But the hair hiding the ears is fucking perfect.
And Bootlegged Bart points out that the other idea was that Homer was secretly Krusty, which is why they look the same. That, like, Homer didn't even know he was Krusty.
God, I just love that he, like, got this show and was like, I have all these ideas, and they're like, no.
Fox apparently wanted a Life in Hell show, but then they, like, in the rating room for the meeting, he, like, came up with The Simpsons. But bunch of you got it correct. 4 of you got it correct. That is, Mad launched first. Mad Magazine, which was a comic when it launched in 1952. Cracked launched in 1958. National Lampoon launched in 1970. And Fish Wrap Live, which is UC Santa Cruz's comedy magazine.
Live?
Yeah, because it's like Fish Wrap. And it's...
What? Oh, because they used to wrap fish in newspaper. That sounds like a terrible idea.
And it, for some reason...
have ink all over your fish?
And wouldn't the water... be a problem for the newspaper and make it like fall apart?
I mean, clearly we're wrong because it had been done for a long time.
But also, for some reason, Fish Wrap Live, it was listed as a notable comedy publication on Wikipedia. My true God.
My true God.
Oh, it's multiple
TikTok.
layers of newspaper. Well, that solves my problem. Doesn't really address yours as much, but it solves mine.
Fish.
Well, no, you don't eat meat.
They frighten me. I realized I was trying to make a collage. I realized I have no pictures of fish, like
Horde Jedi
just
knew it.
around.
Horde
They give
Jedi
me panic attacks.
is now in first. Blogtoven in third. Holly in fourth. Daddy-O McFlurry in fifth. And Horde Jedi has the highest answer streak of 6. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Let's see if those flood pants will keep Millhouse safe and bone dry. As we go to the next question. Comedian and juggler Marcus Monroe appeared on which Planet Scum show? Is that Googie Morning? Now that's interesting. Planet Scum Live or the George Lucas talk show? Seen here is a juggler. Juggling what looked to be clown noses. 7 of you got it right. It was Googie Morning. It was, and the specific episode was Pick It Up, a tribute to juggling and ska. He also previously appeared on an episode of The Chris Gethard Show called Flying Knives and Animal Heads with Mike Birbiglia and Marcus Monroe, which was the episode that they did after we saw Geth live in Santa Cruz opening for Birbiglia.
Oh, hell yeah.
Premel
that was a really cool episode.
Daddy-O McFlurry loves that, and Premel remembers... Or Jedi says, I closed my eyes and imagined a juggler on Planet Scum and saw Riley's face. Well, that was the correct answer, so let's see if... Yes, exactly. Sometimes I drop it on purpose. Let's see who dropped out of the leaderboard. Daddy-O McFlurry did, but Horde Jedi has held on to first place. Pineapple in second, Holly in third, Premel in fourth, and Blogtoven in fifth. And Horde Jedi, their streak continues with 7 correct answers in a row, meaning they have aced everything.
Oh, hot damn.
Far. Hanging on. Damn. Will Horde Jedi continue to hang on with the next question? Let's find out. Which Space Ghost villain served as producer of Space Ghost Coast to Coast? Is that Brack, Metalis, Moltar, or Zorak?
I'm guessing with my heart.
Seen here is a spaceship because space is where it's filmed.
I got it right!
6 of you got it correct. It was Moltar, whose body is made entirely of lava and wears a full body containment suit. He was also shown as the original producer of Cartoon Network's anime block, Toonami.
Oh, hey!
Zorak was the band leader, and Metalis is a character whose voice is incomprehensible, and Brack is stupid. What?
Yeah.
It's an account of their teeth. What? Whose teeth?
What's happening?
What's happening in our chat? Whose teeth is helping them hang on? Horde Jedi is? Oh, I love Brack in the Brack Show. And there was also the 2 specials that they did, which was Brack Presents the Brack Show starring Brack, which were like musical variety shows.
Oh, it's Space Ghost quote.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I've never seen this show.
It was... Oh, yeah. That's right. From his documentary about sharks and bears.
Hell yeah.
It's a very good show that helped birth Adult Swim because Aqua Teen Hunger Force is a spin-off of Space Ghost Coast to Coast, as is The Brack Show. So let's go to the leaderboard. Or Jedi, unsurprisingly, given that they were just quoting it in the comments, got it correct. But Pineapple, despite getting it wrong, is still in second. And Benson Fadson and Daddy-O McFlurry close out the leaderboard.
Sometimes their brains and sexual organs are M80s.
It's ups and downs. It's ups and downs. Let's see if the next question is an up and a down for our players. Or a down, I should say. Before collaborating on Shaun of the Dead, Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, and Nick Frost worked together on which TV show? Was that Coupling, Hyperdrive, Spaced, or Shaun of the Living?
Shaun of the Living.
I mean, whatever show it is, the person in this picture is having a great time watching it. I'll tell you that much. Look at that smile. 8 of you got it correct. The answer is Spaced, which ran from 1999 to 2001. Shaun of the Dead.
Did we watch this?
No, I mean, I've seen it.
We watched
Hyperdrive.
Did we watch Hyperdrive? It's on Prime, and it's really good.
Yeah. But Nick Frost was the only one of those three who worked on Hyperdrive. Simon Pegg and
I was
Edgar Wright
so
did
sure
not.
of myself.
No. I specifically...
Can you see my
I
shock?
specifically did this to trick you.
It's 2, Forrest?
Yes, Phantom Montgomery was expecting Black Book. Spaced is a delight. Spaced is incredible.
Yeah?
I can't imagine that Coupling holds up even a crumb. No, it doesn't.
No.
Spaced is great. Spaced definitely does. Coupling, no, it does not hold up at all. I haven't even watched it for 4 years, and it did not hold up then. I'll tell you that much. Coupling was Stephen Moffat's sitcom before he did Doctor Who, for those who don't know. And yeah, it's ups and downs is a direct quote from Space. That is true. Which is hilarious because that Stephen Premmel just quoted Spaced before this question
When can we see...
even came up.
Where can we see Spaced?
It used to be on Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah.
Used to be?
I haven't looked for it for a while. Let's see. Let me Google it.
We're finishing Legends of Tomorrow on Netflix, which is one of the DC shows, and now it's just a comedy.
Oh, Spaced is free on Tubi and Amazon Prime Video.
Hell yes! That's the other benefit of living in my mother's basement. It's my mother's basement.
This is basically...
She has Prime.
This is basically the pitch for Coupling. What if Stephen Moffat made a show about people talking about fucking? Is exactly what Coupling is.
And what if it's really sexist?
I mean...
What if it's the most sexist?
That's what...
Can it also be a little homophobic? Like a lot homophobic.
What if Stephen Moffat...
A little, but like a lot.
What if Stephen Moffat had to write 3 women on the same show?
Oh, no!
And what if multiple of the characters... What if the lead couple were very clearly based on him and his wife? And what if the one based on him was played by the British officer from Pirates of the Caribbean?
I need to retreat into this beautiful shiny book
to
purge myself of him.
I heard...
Yes! Wee and Dumpy! He called Karen Gillan Wee and Dumpy!
That is not why he said he hired her. That was why he said...
He said when he hired her.
Yeah.
He says in interviews, he's like, wow, she's real wee and dumpy. And I'm like, first off, fuck you. Second off, she's not even wee and dumpy.
You're right.
She's not. And Karen Gillan played Nebula in the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy
He said he almost
movies.
didn't hire her because of
tall.
that.
She's a tall woman.
But once he stood up and he could see her.
Also, she's a fucking amazing actress. That shouldn't have any, fucking...
I've seen the video. No, he said it.
Oh, he said it.
He said
it with his mouth.
Yeah, no. Hi, Sarasota. I'm sorry that's where you came in. But yes, he did say
Stephen
that.
Moffat is a fuck. I hate him.
I agree. The audacity is wild.
How dare he be such a sexist, awful...
Oh, no. To be clear. Yes, clear. Not Stephen Merchant. We're talking about Stephen Moffat, the showrunner for Doctor Who.
Yes.
Not not Stephen Merchant, who played the Dwight-esque character on the original Office.
Yes.
Yes. I am very happy to see her and Matt Smith grow beyond Doctor
Me
Who.
too.
Matt Smith was very good on The Crown.
He was so good on The Crown.
He's so hateable.
Oh my God, so hateable.
Stephen Merchant is amazing, though. And I love Doctor Who, but still get mad at Matt Moffat. But Legends of Tomorrow fills my the desire I've had for Doctor Who, where it's silly time travel adventures.
Yeah, right? Like, I just want people being silly through time.
Yeah, that's all I want. And Legends of Tomorrow
Moffat
delivers
Merchant,
that.
Yeah, it really does.
DC's Legends of Tomorrow, my favorite
Legends of Tomorrow.
I remember hearing about Selfie, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Which was a riff on My Fair Lady, yeah. Matt Smith's in the next Edgar Wright movie.
Oh.
Yeah. So check that out for sure. And you know what else you should check out?
What?
The leaderboard.
Hell yeah!
Where Horde Jedi is holding on to the lead. Holly has now taken second place. Pineapple has fallen down to third.
My
After a
answer
question,
streak is lost.
I specifically wrote to trick Pineapple. Benzine in fourth.
How dare you?
It's
No,
your probably
it
in
was
the
really
fifth.
funny.
That's my job. Is just writing tricky questions.
I'm not the biggest fan of
Trailers or
My Fair
Lady. Yeah,
I feel like it's just like, doesn't class suck? Like, isn't classism the worst?
What's the deal with class?
Isn't everyone who upholds that idea like literally the worst human?
I mean, when I
Yeah. My
Fair
Lady was
Lady
awful.
is awful, but Selfie is like
Probably really good.
Is apparently a like
I feel like
satirical
it
take on it.
It might be more like the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, which I really, really liked. Yeah, no, like My Fair Lady is a fantasy. And if that is a fantasy that someone wants to sort of like indulge in, that's great. I watched it and I'm like, I hate everyone. I don't hate everyone. I hate those men so much.
Speaking of things that make me cry,
Yeah.
let's go to the next question.
Yeah, I loved Lizzie Bennet Diaries.
Which Planet Scum host was the guest on last Thursday's Make Yourself
Oh!
Cry? Was that Chris Gethard, Martin Urbano, Riley Soliner, or Crawley? Scene here is crying. Everyone got it right. It was the Kingpin himself,
yeah!
Chris Gethard. So let's go to the leaderboard.
King
You all
of
got it right,
crying.
so it all stayed pretty static. Crawley!
Crawley.
I wonder if Crawley can cry. There's an emotional depth there. Like I know Crawley has the emotional depth to cry, but can Crawley physically cry?
Well, it's very cold in space, so I would assume
Good question.
that if Crawley cried, it
too.
would be comets.
Oh, that's a good point. If he can poop, he can probably cry.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Maybe Comet. Oh, you're right. He could ASCII up some tears.
Well, there are creatures that poop and don't cry. Cats don't cry, but they poop.
They don't cry?
No, not tears. If there are tears
it's
coming out of your
irritation.
cat's eye, it's irritation or like eye herpes that cats get. It's not dangerous. It's just an irritation that like comes and goes.
I don't have a segue, but let's go to the next question.
Let's talk about
It's
cat
a multi-select.
eye herpes.
Edie Bryant appeared on which of these episodes of The Chris Gethard Show? Beyonce!
Ooh.
Fear, a comedy show. First Times, and Glory Hole Kissing Booth. All real episodes of The Chris Gethard Show. Which ones did Edie Bryant appear on? Oh, maybe that's true. Maybe Crawley's tears are the 4 dots at the end.
Oh.
3 of them were correct
Damn.
answers. Edie appeared on Fear Comedy Show, First Times, and Glory Hole Kissing Booth.
I guessed all of them, and I got it wrong.
Yep, because if you guess ones that aren't correct, it does not count at all because Kahoot penalizes
tricky
you
master.
for just guessing them all because that would defeat the entire point of these questions.
Out!
These were also sourced from my god Wikipedia. But let's see who got it right. Or Jedi did, and Daddy O McFlurry got it right and is now in second. Pineapple barely hanging on to the leaderboard in 5th place as Offbeat Valerie has a streak of 3 correct answers in a row and is in 4th place. So let's see how all this continues as we go to question number 12. before he got his own spin-off. Dr. Fraser Crane was a character on which Boston-based sitcom? Is that Ally McBeal, Cheers, Goodnight, Beantown, and Unhitched? All of these are real Boston-based sitcoms.
I know this one because you really like telling me about shows that are spin-offs from other shows.
I do. I think it's really funny how much that's the case, but 8 of you got it right. It's Cheers. He was originally introduced as a romantic rival for Sam Malone, played by Ted Danson. His very own TV show where he was listening. It's Perfect Strangers, right? It's a spinoff of Perfect Strangers, right? Like, because I think, the mom is, like, works in the building that they live in.
Stephen Premmel is turning the tables on the Quizmaster.
And they, like, would...
You should all ask Forrest questions.
She was, like, an incredibly minor character... Or not incredibly minor. She was like a relatively minor character on Perfect Strangers, and then they just did a whole show about what's her life like at home.
Hell yeah.
Yes, elevator operator.
Was Die Hard a spinoff?
No, but the dad on Family Matters plays the cop in Die Hard.
I've decided it's a spinoff.
So I like to think that he had to go into hiding and yet somehow stayed a cop and moved to the town that it's set in. The Family Matters is set in. I don't remember that part. But let's check the leaderboard. Oh, hi, Kate Killett. Hello. Welcome. We're only about halfway through our trivia, so there's still plenty of time to play if you want. But Horde Jedi's streak. Horde Jedi has gotten every question correct so far.
Horde?
Which is impressive.
Horde?
This is Horde's week.
Horde, are you in his head?
Holly Goody, exactly. Took second place for now. Offbeat Valerie in third. Pineapple back and forth. Daddy on McFlurry in fifth. I don't know what's going on. You're acing it so far. That's what's going on.
Hell yeah.
Get out of my head, Horde. Let's go to the next question to see if Horde Jedi's... Oh, Kate Killett, you're distracted working on... Oh, on a first festival back piece. That's so cool.
Hell yes.
I'm so excited.
What's a festival back piece?
It's the first piece on the first festival back. I think it's the first festival post the event.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
But let's go. Oh, Horde Jedi's distracted because they're trying to find a clip of John Cho on selfie. So Horde, I'm about to go to the next question, so be ready for question number 13. In addition to playing Phoebe Buffay on Friends, Lisa Kudrow played the character's twin sister Ursula on which TV show? Frasier, Mad About You, Seinfeld, or Wings?
Fuck. I guessed.
You guessed. Seen here is someone watching a TV show in the woods.
Aw, Kate, I'm sorry you were sick.
7 of you got it correct. The answer is Mad About You, which starred Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt.
Hell yeah.
Mad About You also had an episode where Frasier appeared in a crossover with Seinfeld.
What?
But I don't think she ever went on. I couldn't find anything saying she went on any of the other shows. Blogtoven, correct me if I'm wrong, but I couldn't see anything. Ursula was a regular on Mad About You because she worked at the coffee house that they went to. I think it was a coffee house, but okay. Murray was great. Yes. And exactly, Helen Hunt and her friend went over on Friends, and they thought Phoebe was Ursula.
That's really funny.
That may be one time. There could have easily been a Frasier thing. Like, Mad About You seemed to be, in so many ways, like the locus of the crossovers that happened on must-see TV.
Bodies are the worst, Sarasota.
I agree. Bodies are the worst. But you know what's not the worst?
What?
The leaderboard. Where Horde Jedi's lead is continuing.
Solid.
But Benzine Fadson is now in 5th place. Horde Jedi couldn't find the clip of John Cho, but found a screenshot.
Hell yeah. Everyone
which
shake that shit out.
I'll bring it up.
Hell yeah.
Let's look at this
I feel
chemistry
like they
from
could
the
each
show.
Have chemistry with anyone. They're both very charismatic actors.
Oh, right. The Friends creators made Phoebe... Yes.
Ursula's
twin because Lisa Kudrow was already obligated to Mad About You so that she could be on Friends. Oh. So they were like, well, we don't want you to not be able to do a starring role on something.
Because you're in a support role.
You're in a supporting role on our show, so let's just let it cross over. Scene here is chemistry.
Right?
Just look at that chemistry. It's a still, but you can tell.
You can tell.
Look at that chemistry from the selfie.
Digital shots are on Killet's Instagram. But hopefully the piece still gets up this week. Hell yeah. Also, check out Killet's Instagram.
Definitely check out Killet's Instagram.
Fantastic photography.
But now, it's time for question number 14, which is... When was the first film adaptation of the 1972 novel Freaky Friday released? Was that in 1976, 1980, 1995, or 2525?
2525. 1976, J.D. Smith, digital artist was
correct. It's 1976. That's the version with Jodie Foster and Barbara Harris. A TV movie was also released in 1995.
Trick Question 2006.
But that was the Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis version, and a Disney Channel version was released in 2018. Let's go to the leaderboard. So many of you got it right. I don't think it'll change things up too much, except Stephen Premmel took 5th place on the leaderboard. Let's see if that luck continues as we go to our next question. In 2013, Chris Gethard published a video announcing he was cut out of which superhero film? Was the Kingpin cut out of Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, The Wolverine, or X-Men Origins Multiple Man? Seen here are superheroes. Just hanging out on a beach, trying to fly. 8 of you got it correct. It is Iron Man 3. Let's see who is using their repulsors to fly up the leaderboard.
Hell yeah.
He was supposed to be Superman in Superman. That's true, but that was not what the video was about.
I can't remember which Iron Man. So I was worried that you were going to put like Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. I knew it was one of the Iron Men.
I'll be tricksy sometimes, but I didn't feel like being that tricksy this time. But you know what we should do now?
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh, why is it muted?
Hi, I'm professional actor Chris Gethard, and last year I was really excited to get
I just found out that my scenes have been cut from Iron Man 3. But I still want to do my part to make sure you know about this film, and you head out to see it on May 3rd. Growing up, I was obsessed with Marvel comic books. Living in the universe of those characters was a dream come true for me, but it's a dream that died. As the release date's been approaching, my family and friends have been voicing a lot of excitement about heading to the theaters on May 3rd to see me in what promises to be the hottest movie of the summer. I can only pray that my scenes were cut for story and time constraints, and not because I'm at best a mediocre actor. I'm blessed to live the life I lead. And getting cut out of projects is just one of the realities of being a professional actor. But this one really stings. So I need to make a joke out of it, or else I'm gonna go insane. Do you think I'll ever be happy again? I guess my family and my friends are just gonna have to be disappointed in me again. Sometimes I doubt the existence of happiness. The residuals I would have made from having a small speaking part in Iron Man 3 would have paid for my Screen Actors Guild health insurance and pension credits for the next few years. Oh well, being sick and poor, those are real life concerns. Luckily, on May 3rd, I get to escape into the fantasy world of billionaire industrialist playboy Tony Stark as he dons his famous iron armor and takes on his foe, the Mandarin, Iron Man 3. I'm Chris Gethard, and you should check out Iron Man 3 in theaters May 3rd. I'm Chris Gethard. You should check out Iron Man 3 in theaters May 3rd. I'm Chris Gethard. Iron Man 3. Iron Man. You should go see Chris Gethard 3. I'm Iron Gethard. You should go see Chris Man 3 in theaters May 3rd.
Chris Man 3.
This video was paid for by the Pot Pie Council of America.
Right? I totally want one too.
But that's the video. It was Iron Man 3.
Hell yeah!
So let's go to question number 16.
Hi,
Oh, nope.
I'm professional
Nope.
actor Chris
Nope.
Gethard.
Nope.
Last year,
Let's
I
go
was
to question
really
number
excited to-
16.
Hell yeah!
Last year on September 12th, Planet Scum co-presented which charity fundraiser? Is that Lucas Lynch, Night of Too Many Cages, Oops All Bumpers, or Sandwich Night 10?
Frack.
Seen here is all the money that went to charity.
I don't know. Sandwich night for 500. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, JD Smith, digital artist. 5 of you got it right. It's the Night of Too Many Cages, which was a telethon-style fundraiser benefiting artists striving to end poverty, which was
Hell
presented
yeah.
with Cage in the Park. This is an impossible question asking us to delineate time over the past year and a half.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I am tricky. Let's go to the leaderboard. Who got it right? Stephen Premel did.
I did not.
What is September? It's a myth.
It is a myth. Wake me when it ends.
September's the month where Joke Week is
Yeah.
in 2021. You can't wait for Sandwich Night this year. Ooh.
I can't wait for this to be Virgon.
September is a monomyth. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's how memories work. Our brains don't really like think in time because that doesn't really make any sense. Like that would take just too much processing power. So
Well-
it hangs on to unique experiences. And unfortunately, when you're stuck inside all fucking day just watching superhero TV shows, they all just sort of blend into one terrible, long inside.
Well, why don't you rev up your processing power because it's time for the next question. Which party-loving musical act appeared on the TCGS episode The Ultimate Public Access Party? Is that Andrew WK, LMFAO, Pitbull, aka Mr. Worldwide, or the Venga Boys?
I literally don't know.
Which of these appeared on the Chris Gethard show?
Oh, I got it right!
70 got it right. It was Andrew WK.
Hell yeah!
Because exactly all of these people, they love parties. They all, they love parties. I mean, that would be incredible. Pitbull being on TCGS
Right?
would have been
Yeah.
wild.
Because I was like, that would be really cool, but I don't think that's...
It did not happen.
Ooh, soon to be Mr. Kat Dennings.
Who's soon to be Mr. Kat Dennings?
I love Kat Dennings so
Andrew WK.
much.
Yes.
I love Kat Dennings so much.
Kat Dennings is so great. She was great on WandaVision.
Like, more Kat Dennings in everything.
I agree. That
People
would be
are
incredible.
fucking sleeping on Kat Dennings.
Well, let's see. If people were sleeping on the right answer, they weren't for the most part. But the leaderboard remained pretty stagnant. But Bootleg Bart now has the highest answer streak of 6 in a row. Congratulations, Bootleg Bart.
Hell yeah.
Let's see if your streak continues on question number.
What if they immediately became best friends?
That would be
I want to
great.
see that TV show.
I want to see that universe. I want to live on that timeline.
Yes.
So let's go to the next question.
Make it happen.
Last Saturday on Saturday Not Live, we screened Planet Scum screened Stand Up and Sketch from which Planet Scum host? Is that Connor Ratliff, Chris Gethard, Will Hines, or Boxy? Y'all got it right. It was Will Hines.
It was really good.
That's
It
a
was
good,
really fun. Is it archived?
No. But that's a good question, Horde Jedi. My autocorrect learned that when I tried to type the word smoke, I really meant Snoke. And it auto-capitalized and everything. I was like, I see smoke, and it was like, did you mean Snoke? This was like,
No, I'm not seeing the clone of the Emperor.
well,
Spoilers.
I didn't know that yet.
Spoilers for a bad movie.
This was like post Last Jedi, pre Solo. I
don't know where that vitriol came from. Like, I mean, I know where it came from. It's that terrible movie.
Exactly,
but I thought I'd moved
Blogtoven.
past
When will
it.
autocorrect know you're writing Googie, not Goofy? Good question.
Yo.
Let's move on. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you, Stephen Premel.
Wow. That's really clever.
Because it thinks that's a proper name then, and so it won't correct it. That's a really good idea. I'm going to have to do that. But I'll do it after I pose the next question to everybody. Which Planet Scum host was one of the guests on Monday's finale of Who Wants 269 with Martin Urbano? Is that Chris Gethard, Griffin Newman, Patrick Cotner, or Riley Soliner? Who was a guest on Monday 2 days ago on Who Wants 269 with Martin Urbano?
Why don't I know?
I legitimately don't know how you don't know.
I don't know how I don't. Okay, I got it.
Because I know you watched it. Yeah,
I
you got it
watched
right.
it.
It was the Kingpin himself, Chris Gethard.
Oh, I remember now. I remember Martin didn't take his Gething. Or
What?
did he take the Gething?
The money?
No, the Gething. The blessing. Geth's blessing. The Gething.
Geth didn't have a blessing.
Oh.
Geth and me didn't have blessings. Well, you all got it, but Daddy-O McFlurry got it quick enough to rise up to 5th place on the leaderboard. Congratulations to Daddy-O
Knocked
McFlurry.
me off. I'm 125 points behind you, Daddy-O. I'm coming for you, Daddy-O.
That is fair, JD Smith, digital artist. That is the tricky part about this. If you miss a show, it becomes harder
Yep.
to get these answers. But we have one more question.
Or if you just have a ass memory
Also
like
that.
me.
Well, that's all trivia, though. If you have a weak memory... Yes.
Yes.
Well, wait. I assume this is Bryson.
Well, Jess had a Jessing.
But Jess has an account. Jess has a Twitch account that is also Jess's.
Bryson, I really liked your blessing. I thought it was fantastic.
No one said you didn't have one. Unless this is Geth. But I don't think it's Geth. Because he also has a Twitch account.
He also has a show to get ready for.
So does Bryson.
Well, Bryson is backstage.
It's true.
So do you.
So do I, exactly. Yeah, Bryson was the fuck you blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's get to the final question of today's trivia.
I have one chance.
Which
to
is a
get on
double
the
points
board.
round. You do. Which of these networks ran a show called Saturday Night Live in 1975? Was that ABC, CBS, NBC, or Planet Scum?
I'm guessing again. I have no idea. NBC? That's the one I guessed.
Nope. No one got it. It was ABC.
Damn. Forrest? God damn it.
It is a trick. So
Look at this tricksy boy.
In 1975, ABC aired a show called Saturday Night Live with Howard Cosell. And at the time, NBC premiered a show which was called NBC's Saturday Night. It was not yet called Saturday Night Live because they didn't call it Saturday Night Live until ABC's version went off the air and NBC bought the rights to the name in 1977. And here's another fun fact. Bill Murray was a cast member on both Saturday Night Lives.
Wow. No, it sounds made up.
Okay, it's time for me to prove it.
Adorable blue-eyed plush monster. Forrest, you are so tricksy. Look at him. Look at this tricksy man. Sitting here trixing us.
You want me to prove it? No one believes me. No one believes it. Yeah, no. That's why it was a double points round. But yes, ABC also had the rival show Fridays, which also had some Saturday Night Live cast members, and had Larry David and one of the people named Michael Richards who got themselves removed from public life justifiably.
Oh, it's your god.
But see, Saturday Night Live with Howard Cosell. This article is about the short-lived ABC show for the NBC sketch comedy show. See Saturday Night Live. Yeah, after Cosell's show was canceled, the NBC show adopted the Saturday Night Live name. Apparently, I uttered the Matrix and deep-faked Google. I even put together a Wix in case someone didn't believe my story. Thank you for believing me. And yes, Emily's shirt is cool. And if you want a cool shirt like Emily's or like mine, you can go to planetscum.live/merch. Oh, and I have to grab something because something came today.
Something came today?
Yes, you know her. You were
yeah, something really exciting came for us in the mail. And it's not just my manic panic pastel purple hair stuff. So as you can see, we did a poll last week on what color I should dye my hair. And the winner was like silver. I know Holly Goody was like hella into silver. So I went with this sort of like silvery purple, and I don't like it. So I'm going to go pastel. Hell yeah. Yeah. You got to give Forrest credit if you want to use this to trick others.
Oh, that's true. I should get credit if people want to use this to trick others. It's one of the trixiest questions I've put in one of these trivia.
Things from the Void, really? Things from the Void. God, my friend used to do a thing.
Oh, wow.
Where he would record a YouTube video of himself agreeing with his point to win an argument.
That's
love
interesting.
that.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
If you could dress to your aesthetic, you'd dress like a casual Easter Sunday every day. You can.
Never trust a man who looks like he's dressed to be eaten by a 25-foot great white shark. I see it. Me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can get that.
We should fear
I need
the
a bigger
ocean.
boat. But you know what I have?
Not sharks, but the ocean. Yeah! The great, the contraband.
The contraband shirt arrived.
Look at it. You can pretend it's a Grow Gizmo, but apparently we pretended too hard.
Apparently we pretended too hard.
Or someone hates
Or someone
fun.
pretended too hard. But let's go back to the podium.
Forbidden.
To see who won. Yes, it is a forbidden.
Forbidden.
Justice for Forrest. I mean...
Justice for Forrest.
Sure, pretend it's a Grow Gizmo. Why
he worked
not?
so hard on that.
31 hours on the base layer alone.
Yeah.
But let's see who spent their time winning trivia.
Hell
And
yes.
in third place with 14 out of 20, it's Offbeat Valerie.
Woo!
In second with 16 out of 20, it's Holly.
Woo!
And in first place with 18 out of 20, it's Horde Jedi. And in fourth and fifth, it's Stephen Premmel and Daddy-O McFlurry.
Hell yes.
Woo!
Yeah,
Yes.
Horde. It's a
Congratulations,
Horde week.
Horde Jedi.
Yes, Premmel called it. Oh, what did you place, JD Smith Digital Artist? It doesn't say beyond that. Like, I know that
it
mine just
doesn't
says
tell
awesome
us.
effort, aim for the podium.
It doesn't
next
tell
time.
us who
Which
what
is
other
too
people
bad.
placed, unfortunately. And Daddy-O
would
McFlurry's
like to
never even
know.
been on the board before. Well, congratulations.
Oh, I can retake this quiz
Oh,
to complete my learning.
Christopher Guest and Brian Doyle Murray were also performers on both ABC Saturday Night Live and NBC Saturday Night Live.
Ooh,
JD Smith got one right.
did you get any wrong?
Well, I
See,
also
that's
don't
the
know if they
question.
were.
I don't know
Were you
where I
playing in
am.
Kahoot or were you just playing in the chat? Because to get the placement, you have to play in Kahoot as well. But many
Yes,
wrong.
many wrong.
That's fair. I don't know. I
Me too.
wish it gave the whole rankings. I wish there was a way to see
Right?
how everyone did so that they could,
Yes.
But yeah, I love Complete Your Learning, especially about comedy, history, and Planet Scum.
Right? Did it do that for... We did a choose your own adventure style thing with Kahoot week before last on Radio Free Multiverse. And I don't know if you could retake... You could retake that quiz!
Why couldn't you? It doesn't know that we were
I
doing it that way.
don't know! Because you got rid of the points for that one.
Right.
So that we could
That's
use
true.
it,
But there were
you
still
know.
correct answers. It just wasn't pointed.
Tarot card shirts when? Tarot card shirts when? Tarot card shirts when?
I don't know, but this
I want
Friday...
Forrest, right?
This Friday, you can play Grand Trivia with an evil fish named Fluval and his devoted intern, Christy.
Yes. Join us. It's a barrel of laughs, lots of fun, lots of weird bullshit. That's right. Midnight East Coast, 9 p.m. West Coast. Join in the fun. It's a
lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. Primarily because of how great all the people who come to it is.
Horde Jedi says that's not a bad pitch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Horde Jedi is
Tell us if there's a
usually
better
there.
pitch, because you're usually there, so
and
we'd
Horde
love
Jedi
to hear
is
it.
amazing. But it's really fun. It's really fun and very
Oh, thank you, Horde Jedi.
interactive, which I like.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really, like, every week I get, you're doing a show. I get a little nervous before the show, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just hanging out with my fucking buds.
Yeah, that's Friday.
Being an evil intern for an evil empire based on fish. And I cannot find any fucking pictures of fish in my house. I love that idea. Because that's hilarious. I can't find any pictures of fish in my house to make a collage because I fear them. And I got rid of them all because they were like making me giving me anxiety. I don't like looking at their fucking scary faces.
Thank you, Horde Jedi.
I don't like the water. If I think about it too much, I will panic.
Bleak, but so silly and fun and sweet. That's
like
that's what we go for. Thank you.
If anyone was here for my mortality.
Oh, what is Planet Scum? Planet Scum is Chris Gethard's streaming comedy network.
Yes.
Which you can watch at planetscum.live. And there's a show coming up tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific with Chris Gethard.
Moments. It is a riot. It's hella fun. It's my favorite. It's incredible.
It's wonderful.
Afterwards, we do a post show on the Discord where we do points where there's Susie's time.
And yeah, it's different than this Twitch channel.
People do bits. If anyone wants to do a bit on the post show, I have not said this in a while. Slide into my DMs. It's that easy. Yeah, if you start spewing hate speech, we'll just cut you off. We'll just mute your mic and then kick you out.
Yeah. No, any bit you do still has to follow the server rules.
Meaning that there's no barrier to entry.
It is all audio on the Discord.
All audio on the Discord.
And We Are Trash People is a fan channel that we originally created as a podcast celebrating
the artists who are on
Chris Gethard Presents and Planet Scum, which is what that turned into. Later on.
And then it became this once Core hit, and everyone was watching stuff on Twitch. And we do interviews of artists in the fan community as well as this trivia. You all can look forward to some interviews coming up. I'm hella excited for.
As Planet Scum says, this Planet Scum Live is the Planet Scum Twitch channel. This is a fan channel celebrating it, and then the show we teased before, Radio Free Multiverse, is also on a different channel, which is twitch.tv/Radio Free Multiverse. You can also find a link to that below. That's not Planet Scum at all.
To that at all.
No, that's not Planet Scum at all. That's just us
Chris
doing
Gethard
things
does
later.
not endorse anything that we fucking say.
Not at all. No, not at all.
I do my best to say things that would make people pause to endorse. Not in a hate speech kind of way.
Just
Just in a what the what?
Huh.
kind of way. Hell yes. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. This was hella fun. Join us for the post show. Join us for Friday, Radio Free Multiverse. And join us. And if you thought this was difficult to understand, wait till you see the Planet Scum live show. Oh, friend, if you have not seen Planet Scum live yet, you are in for a goddamn treat. Oh, man. It's very fun.
Very fun.
Very fun. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you all later. Good night and good climb.
Good night and good climb.